Hey, what's up everybody? This is Likeits1985 and today we'll be taking a look at the Marvel Legends 6-inch scale Venom from the Venom live action movie. Now, I picked up this figure not because I particularly liked the version of Venom in the live action movie. Nothing wrong with it, but I'm more of a fan of the early 90s comic book Venom where it has the spider logo on his chest. And so I picked up this figure not because I wanted a figure that represented Venom, but I wanted a figure that could stand in for Riot. Riot was one of the 5 Life Foundation symbiotes. And so far Hasbro has released Scream, Lasher, and Phage. And they have yet to actually release an Agony and a Riot. And so I figured this could be maybe a stand-in for Riot until when and if Hasbro decides to release a Riot figure proper. And the first thing I noticed about this figure is just how tall it is. And I've kind of compared it off camera to other Marvel Legends figures, and it towers over a lot of them. Once I get it outside the packaging, I will actually measure it with a tape measure and show you exactly how tall it is. But just first impressions is it's a tall figure. So yeah, let's go ahead and unbox this figure and take a look at it closer. Alright, so with Venom out of packaging, you can see that Venom is, from toe to top of the head, about 7.5 inches tall. So quite a bit, I would say, taller than your average 6-inch scale Marvel Legends figure. So yeah, let's take a close look at the figure here. I really like that sculpt of the tongue there. That looks really cool. One thing that I noticed is that the actual figure is sculpted with toes, which to me seems a little bit odd. I personally don't like that design choice. I can't recall if in the movie whether Venom had actual individual toes showing on his foot, but to me I didn't realize the figure actually had that feature. So I'm just finding this out now that I've unpackaged the figure. So yeah, not to my personal taste, and I'm not sure if that's movie accurate, but it is what it is, right? You get the rotation at the neck. Of course, you get the shoulder articulation, bicep, elbow on a double hinge, swivel, and hinge, ab articulation, and even an ab crunch. There is no waist articulation. However, you can pose the body like that to get him to kind of turn his upper body, so you don't really need that waist articulation joint, I would say. Legs, swivel at the thigh, double joint at the knee, and then you have this type of movement at the ankle. Does pivot, as you can see there. The figure does come with 2 extra hands. These are in the closed fist sculpt, or closed hand. And then you get this sculpt of the head without the tongue sticking out. So final thoughts on this figure. As far as it representing the actual live-action Venom symbiote, I think it does a fairly good job at doing that. However, I would have liked to have seen an optional head featuring Eddie Brock's unmasked head, so you can place it on the symbiote or place it on the figure, and then you can have like the unmasked version of Venom with Eddie Brock's actual face showing. I think that would have been cool and would have really added value to this figure and added desirability to this figure. As far as it being a good stand-in for the Riot character, I think the height is good. It may need to be bulkier, and you would definitely need to do some custom painting to make it look somewhat more like Riot. I think for my purposes, though, it could do a decent job, especially from a distance. Like if I place this next to Scream and Phage, I think not using this head sculpt, but maybe using this head sculpt here, it could be a somewhat decent stand-in for the Riot character. Yeah, obviously it's not going to be as good as if Hasbro was to release the actual, an actual representation of Riot. So there you go, my review. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys and gals later.